Welcome, everyone, to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Cardinals!
What a way to start a game. Coaches always talk about from the opening whistle being locked in and being loaded and being ready to go. Taking the opening kick back for a touchdown, man, it doesn't get better than that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He wants to throw. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. On second down, looking again to throw. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Banks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to...
Picked off! Bringing it back. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, He gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Got his man. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Ball State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fielded in the end zone. It's Provo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On second down, he's looking downfield. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
He finds his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The Bulldogs are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Rivero. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going for it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll throw it on first down. Floating away. Pulls it in. It's Lockett. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
Off play action. Gets rid of it. Fires it incomplete.
Make some noise, get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans. It's 3rd down.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 6th play of the drive coming up. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Touchdown, Ball State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Provo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here comes the offense on second down. They move the tight end all over. On second down, wants to throw it. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
At the 45. First down for your Bulldogs. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ball State 21, Louisiana Tech 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 21 over Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth.
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fellow.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Provo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's loose. Inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Give to the single back. Drag down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Fighting off the defender.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Provo. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. You got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Banks. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cardinals! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. On first down, here comes this offense. looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ball State.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Banks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He's loose at the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Corralled and brought down by the defense. This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And the Cardinals get enough for the 1st down.
And I know it's not sexy, But those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Running back to the ball carrier. Brought down near the 18-yard line. Second down coming up.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The Cardinals are rolling down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they'll try the right side. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ball State! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 13, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Provo. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man. Hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. That one comes out hot down the right side. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Power football with the run. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He's up to 51 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Provo. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Pocket starts to collapse. Wide open downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Catch in the middle. It's Jordan.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
1st down for your Bulldogs. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ball State 48, Louisiana Tech 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got his man down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. He's got 59 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
Second down coming up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Let's go!
They'll leave it with him. Able to get 1 down to the 15.
Picks up 1. Make some noise, get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans. It's 3rd down.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? They'll run play action. He'll throw it. Snags it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Provo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Looking to throw, it's Eaton. Lets it go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cardinals. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this game.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Push down for the tackle.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And after this play, the cake will be baked. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.